Welcome back again. This video is just to answer some of the questions I've been getting about the setup I have here. People have been asking whether I have it hooked up through an amp, what types of amps you can hook it up through, and whatnot. So I'll give you a quick rundown of what I have set up and various options you could set your own electric drum kit up with. Alright, so here's the super high-tech setup I've got going on. Haven't bothered to even put the cables away on the back of the Alesis yet. But as you can see, the drum kit is set up here. I didn't have a separate plug for left and right, so I cheated. I had a set of old cables here that will plug one into the back of each other for left and right, a converter, and it went. From that, it comes over and it mounts here into the back of an old dusty mixing board that I have kicking around. My output from the mixing board, here and here, down here, go around and come up to the microphone input on my Macbook. In order to get the music to come through on the recordings and to listen to it on the headphones, I have an RCA to headphone jack from the headphones of the MacBook, and that comes around to the inputs here on the mixer. I also do have a USB converter coming out of the MIDI out and through ports. Just a cheap USB converter, and then it has its end here that I'm not using right now, and that I would use with software such as BFD Lite or Easy Drummer, and of course my old microphone that is the only thing plugged into a proper port. Once I find it here, I can't remember where I plugged it in. It's been a while. I just traced the cable back. There we are. And the microphone plugged in here, and it's an actual proper style plug. So I have had when I first set it up, just so I could listen to it, I had for my headphones, which if you've noticed in the videos, is nothing more than a computer set of headphones with a mic. I don't use the mic on it though, but it's just a converter plug. And when I first set it up, I didn't have any music going through it, so I just had it plugged in here to one of the outputs. Actually, that would be wrong. I had it plugged in up here to the headphone out to give me left and right channel. But now I have it plugged into the monitor out on my mixing board. And I also have the mixing board plugged into an old Kenwood stereo, so that if by chance I wanted to play it without headphones, I can do that as well. So we'll turn that off. And pretty standard mixing board, pretty old mixing board. You have your standard EQ on it, but this is a rotary EQ for just high and low frequency. If I had an effects pedal or anything like that, there's an effects knob, panning it left and right for the for the monitor, which is the headphones, and then panning left and right for the stereo out. Pretty simple board, not all that difficult to figure out. 6 channels. Options that you could go through would be running from your main outs or auxiliary outs into a guitar amp. I was asked about a bass amplifier. I've never tried it. Depending on the frequency response of the bass amplifier, it may or may not work. So like I was saying, there are quite a few different options. Mine is just what I did with the gear I had available to me at the time. You can pretty much hook up anything you want. If you had a set of something as simple as computer speakers, get a converter of some sort to change it from your headphone jack to a stereo jack, plug it into your DM5, and you could listen to it through computer speakers. Basically, the monitors that you get from Alesis or Roland or anything else are just similar technology to a computer speaker, just better speakers in them and a little bit better amplifier to provide better sound. That's pretty much all I have for this walkthrough, just showing what my setup is. I keep getting questions on it, and the only basics you have to remember when hooking up a set of speakers to it is you need your cabling, of course, and converters for your cabling, depending on what type of input you have into your amplifier and speakers. You need some sort of amplified source and a set of speakers to plug into it. They can be separate or combined, such as computer speakers or monitors. Other than that, sky's the limit as to what you can put together and have set up. Hope this helps and answers some of the questions.